What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and it's been a while since I've talked about it, but let's talk a little bit about Planet Coaster 2. Now, this game is not officially announced by Frontier, of course, but I have been speculating for the last few years about this game lately, and I have to say it is one of my most anticipated games. It is not confirmed, obviously. Nothing's officially confirmed until we hear from Frontier, but everything is pointing in the direction of Planet Coaster 2 releasing later this year, like late this year. And if that is the case, I will be super hyped, and which means we probably might get an announcement within the coming months. So let's just recap. They have a new live stream that they're going to start doing every single month. I don't know if that's something they would announce it on, or if they would rather go to or announce it on some bigger platform or something, but Frontier Unlocked is their new live stream they do. I think they do it on YouTube, and they did their first one on the 31st, and basically he talked about a lot of their new releases and just some more stuff about it. And of course, you guys have recently the last few days, or a few days ago, they actually announced Planet Zoo Console Edition, which everyone was wondering when that was going to happen. Now, this is the same trend that happened with Planet Coaster, so you got to really pay attention to this, and if Planet Coaster 2 is coming, it's going to be this year, I think. It could be 2025, but everything is pointing towards it being towards the end of this year, and here's why. So, Planet Zoo has still been getting DLC updates. They've been getting updates, DLC. Planet Coaster, at the time, back in the day, was getting DLC and updates regularly before Planet Zoo released. And then when they released Planet Zoo, or announced Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster kind of just went non-existent. I wish they would have still done some, like, bug updates and stuff like that. That's something I really wish, and I know you guys all agree, too, that I wish Frontier would have continued to at least, even if they weren't going to do DLC, continue to update Planet Coaster and put out some bug fixes and just kind of, you know, optimize the game a little bit better, because that's one of the biggest complaints is if you don't have a powerful PC and you can't build really huge parks, so you might have issues with that. But anyways, not going too far into that, Planet Zoo, once that game came out, Planet Coaster basically stopped getting updates and Planet Zoo started getting all the updates. So and Planet Zoo has a lot more DLC than Planet Coaster. It really does. And I know Frontier's had some financial issues coming in lately, and what game could help them with their revenue? Well, that's going to be easily Planet Coaster 2. That's a guaranteed hit. Like, as long as they don't, like, epically fail or anything, that's going to be a guaranteed hit game for them. And I couldn't see them just starting with a brand new game. Why would you go with a brand new game and take a risk on that? It could do well. It really could, and it probably would do well. But Planet Coaster 2 is a guaranteed hit. Planet Coaster is one of their best franchises out there. I think Planet Zoo has gained a little more revenue, but again, that has more DLC. But from what I'm hearing, Planet Zoo is going to get one more DLC. So typically DLC comes out every 3 to 4 months, I think, when it comes to these types of games. That's how it was with Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo. Every 3 months, we'd get like a new DLC. It was actually really nice to be able to get new content so often. So Planet Zoo is set to have one more DLC. I can only hope it's like aquariums or something, because that's the one thing I would love to have in Planet Zoo. So they'll get their DLC. They've already announced the console edition. So console edition will come out, which comes out in, I think it said March 21st. So once the console edition comes out, or no, it was March 26th. Sorry, 26th. Once console edition comes out, it's probably going to start getting some DLC as well. It will slowly roll out the DLC for Planet Zoo console edition. Remember, that's what Planet Coaster did, is it slowly started releasing some of the DLC as time went along. Around that time when Planet Zoo console edition comes out, I could see them shortly after announcing Planet Coaster 2 for November 2024. I'm sure that's when they want to get it out. That's usually when they get their big releases out, in is November. So if we're going to follow the trend here, everyone keeps saying like, well, Planet Coaster 2 hasn't come out by now, it's never going to happen. That's not true. They're focused on Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo's lifespan is starting to come to an end. Once Planet Zoo comes to an end on its lifespan, they're going to look forward into a new game, and they've already announced that a new creative management simulation game is coming out this year. late this year. So that's already confirmed. We just don't know what that game is, but all signs and the most sense makes perfect sense is Planet Coaster 2. This game will help them financially because it's going to be one of the more successful games. It's going to be way bigger than the first one. It's going to make a lot more money than the first game. It really is. I'm really curious of how they're going to do it, and I'm sure it's been under development for a while now. But it can improve off of Planet Zoo, which is scary good. I think Planet Zoo is incredible. I like Planet Zoo, but I'm more of a theme park guy. You know, that's why I don't play Planet Zoo more than Planet Coaster, because I love theme parks. I love roller coasters, and I'm a theme park enthusiast. I'm not much of a zoo enthusiast. However, I will admit Planet Zoo is better optimized. It's got better graphics. It's great, and it has weather. So that's one thing I cannot wait for Planet Coaster 2. I know it's going to have weather. We know we're probably going to get staff pads. Pretty much all the features that are in Planet Zoo, you can see that carrying over to Planet Coaster for sure. I could see another big topic is that we might be getting parades. That would be a really cool addition for the park. Imagine being able to do that. The main thing I ask for Planet Coaster 2 is just customization. More customization option, which Planet Coaster 1 has good options for that. But when it comes to roller coasters, we need more customization options. Allow us to have... Now, this is what I would... If you guys have ever played it, I'm not sure. I played it once on the channel, a game called Indoor Lands. It's a little theme park simulation game where you build an indoor theme park. It's actually really nice. It's pretty solid for what it is. Obviously, it's nothing crazy, but there's a few features in there that I think would be so cool to have in Planet Coaster. Like, one of the big ones is to be able to do different style trains on each ride. On each coaster, you can have a generic theme. You can have like a steampunk theme. You could have like all your different themed trains. That way you have a little bit more options of what your trains can look like. Now, I would prefer to go full out, and you can actually, I would love to be able to put like, kind of like what you do with billboards, custom billboards, and actually be able to put custom images in. That would be awesome to be like, put your ride's logo on the front of the car, create a logo for it, put it on the front of the car, but also have themed trains, you know, the stuff that you can't change, like physically. Like, if I want to have, like, a steampunk kind of theme, I could do a steampunk style train and then slap my logo on it with a billboard option, you know? That would be, to me, that would be the perfect, most optimal thing. And also give us a lot of different track pieces types. So for B&M track, give us an option for, like, different spine thickness. So like there's a thin one, a medium one, and a thick one. You know what I mean? Like, have different thickness on the spines, because obviously the B&M track and Planet Coaster, the spine is way too small and it looks very unrealistic. And another real cool thing would be able to do custom supporting, kind of like if you guys again have ever played or go back in time, Theme Park Studio had it, where you have like a preset of different types of supports, or you could do your own custom supports. So like you just click on where you want it on the track. Still give us the option for custom supports like you did in the first game, like give us those pieces and stuff to work with in case we need to do like complex structures. But like for simple, you know, just simple ones, and have different thickness options for those too. Have 3 different thickness options for those supports. So you can have thick supports, medium supports, and maybe small supports. That would be perfect. Or, ultimately, you would have, like, a slider that can go up and down so you can make it as thick as you want, precisely. That would be even better. But not going too far in that, but, man, Planet Coaster 2, I think, is actually happening, guys. And if it doesn't happen this year, then I'll start to have doubt if it's going to happen at all. So if it is not the game that's releasing later this year, I will start to doubt at that point. But I still will hold out hope a little bit for 2025, but I think the next Planet game is going to be Planet Coaster 2, and they know people want this game. They know it. They know it. Every time they post something on social media, their comment section is literally just filled with people wanting Planet Coaster 2. So they know it's going to be a guaranteed hit. People will put out money for Planet Coaster 2. It is going to be Planet Coaster 2 in November of 2024. You heard it here. It's happening. If it's not happening, if you don't believe it, that's fine. But really, guys, all the signs are there for it to happen. And it's been a good 8 years since the last game. But really think about it, these types of games, you know, they have pretty long lifespans before a sequel needs to be coming out. So we had a big, it's starting to feel like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 to Planet Coaster in general. Like, that was a big span of nothing. I think that was 8 years, wasn't it? Around 8 years or so. Wait, it may have been more. No, it was more than that. It was over 10 years. But anyways, my math didn't work there for a second. But anyways, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments section. What do you guys think Planet Coaster 2 should have, and what kind of features, and how big is this game going to be? For me, it has the chance. Planet Coaster 2 has the chance to be the best theme park simulation game out there in the world. Ever created. And we can only hope we can get that, and as long as they give us a Mock Extreme spinning coaster, I will be happy. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe for more amazing content like this. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, and goodbye.